Hey everybody, Steph Blake here, and today we're going to talk all about how to sign your first VA client or your next VA client. This may be helpful in case you've already signed one. So, if we haven't met before, my name is Steph Blake, and I help women start their online businesses and then scale them to reach six and multiple six figures. I had a VA agency in the past, so I am very familiar with this whole virtual assistant world. And if you want to learn more about me, go to Instagram. That is all linked below. My handle is at the Blake Collective, and pop into my DMs. Say hi. If you want to hear my story, I'm happy to share it with you. All right, but for this video, we are going to talk about how to sign your first VA client. And landing your first client is usually the most challenging for people because you've never done it before, like, right? Like, this is something totally new. So if you have been, maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom for a while and you haven't worked with people, but you wanted to start generating some money online, or you've worked in a corporate job but you wanted to get out of it, so now you're working from home, like whatever it is, you need to sign clients in order to make that dream possible for you, right? Like, you can't have a business if you don't have money, and signing clients is one of the first things that you need to do. So I put together a couple of my favorite tips for signing your first client, or like I said in the beginning of this video, if you've already signed clients, but if you've signed a client or two, but it was just kind of like a fluke and you really don't have a strategy with how to do it, I'm going to share a couple of my favorite tips below with you guys. But I also break this down in a ton of detail in my program, the Scalable Service System. You can find more details about that below as well. All right, so tip number one is to reach out to your network. So, one of the easiest ways to find people to work with is through your current network. So, this could be friends or family or past colleagues. These are a really good starting point and can help you get you some clients really quickly, because you would be shocked how many people know somebody that needs somebody to help them in their business. And I remember when I first started my business, one of my first clients came from somebody that my husband's a nurse. He met a patient in the hospital and they were just talking about what I was doing. And that was one of the first clients that I signed. It was a website design client. And I would have never met this person had my husband not been talking to this person, right? So it's just a really easy way. So don't be afraid to talk about your business. Be excited about it, right? And tell other people what you're doing and how you can actually help them in their own businesses as well. All right. Tip number two is posting on your personal social media pages. And so many people these days, they're finding things via social media, right? And how many times have you scrolled through Instagram or Facebook and you're tempted to buy something, right? So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of your social media accounts to share this excitement about your new business. And if you're a little bit nervous because you're worried about what your friends from high school are going to say or what your family is going to say, please do not be nervous. That's one of the first things you need to get over as an entrepreneur. Is entrepreneurship is scary. It's not easy, but it is absolutely worth it. So once you jump over that little fear fence, as I like to call, and you put yourself out there, amazing things are going to happen. So even if you have business social media pages, you want to make sure that you're posting on your personal pages as well, to do like we said in tip number one, which is to expand your network, because you never know when somebody's going to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody that you can work with, right? And again, make sure that you're not, well, this may have changed at the time of this recording. I'm honestly not sure. So make sure that you check the terms of services. But most accounts won't let you post business related content to your social media pages. So, for example, if you are talking about a sale that you're having, you have to post that from your business page, not your personal page. But if you post something like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I just started this new business, send me a DM to learn more about how I can help you, things like that, that's much different than just posting like a sale that you're having. Again, this could be different at the time of this recording. Make sure you always review the terms and conditions of the different platforms to make sure that you are following those so your pages don't get shut down. But with that said, my favorite place to post is, like I said, on Instagram. That's where I've made so many amazing connections. I'll link to that below so you can come follow me, come say hi, and you can kind of see what I'm doing and just see how it's working for my business. And maybe it'll help give you some inspiration for your own as well. All right. Tip number 3 is to start building your brand. So, in addition to posting on your social media accounts, I want you to make sure that you have 2 accounts. So, one for your business, one for your personal. We always want to make sure that we have everything separate, including your finances. I wasn't going to include that, but it makes sense. Make sure that those are separate too. You need 2 different bank accounts for that. And then I want you to think about your personality and I want you to start creating content specifically about your services and how you can help your ideal client. And if you're not sure who your ideal client is, I break this down for you in a free training, How to Scale to 3K months in less than 4 weeks. You can click the link below to watch that. And then we also dive into this in much more detail inside of my program, Scalable Service System. So if you're like, just give me all of the answers. I want to learn everything from you right now, Steph. Go to the Scalable Service System. It's on sale right now, which is even better. So you can get an amazing discount. So yeah, go check that out. And when you're posting specifically on Instagram, you want to make sure that you're using some hashtags too. You want to make sure that you're following similar accounts. And most importantly, you want to make sure that you're engaging too. You really want to make sure that you're engaging with people, not only as potential clients, but people who could just be friends, right? Because again, it's all about building your network. It's all about building these connections. And then once you figure out not only who your ideal client is, but where you enjoy spending the most time on, that's where you're going to market your business. So for me, I don't really love Facebook, so I'm not really on Facebook. I hang out on Instagram and I create videos for YouTube. But if I'm going to be engaging with people, it's going to be on Instagram. That's my ideal platform and where a lot of my ideal clients are at too. So that makes sense for me. And again, starting a virtual assistant business, it can be really exciting. So, congrats on even taking the leap and doing it. It's very exciting. By implementing these couple of different tips into your own business strategy, I guarantee that you're going to be able to find people to work with. So, again, that's reaching out to your network, that's posting on your social media pages, and then start by building your brand and really focus on developing those connections and relationships. If you do nothing else, start building relationships with people. That's it, right? Like that's where you're going to find the majority of your people. I can't tell you how many referrals I have had from not only past clients, but also just people in my industry who know that I'm the best person to work with for this specific topic. So build relationships. That's really what it boils down to at the end of the day. So, yes, that means you're going to have to jump over that fear fence. You're going to have to put yourself out there, but it's going to be worth it at the end of the day once you start to reach those high revenue months that I know you are capable of. So, again, if you really want to dive into this, if you just want the legit step-by-step process to not only sign your first client, but to reach consistent 3 to 5K months in your business, my program, the Scalable Service System, is perfect for you. So I'm linking to all of that below, and send me a DM on Instagram. Let me know when you sign that first client.